If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cavaliers will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the option. Creates a little space. There he goes. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He wants to change this route. With the catch, it's Alexis. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. The screen, and watch out. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
7, Virginia, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Harrison. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Morris. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. play action. Pulls it in. It's Ennis. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up forward.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Cavaliers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Buys a little time with his feet. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Part in the backfield, it's Alexis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. The screen, he can go. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Isaac. Keeps it. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. On the run, still looking. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the 1st quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sullivan. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Seventh play of the drive coming, and they'll need 10 on third down. Here we go. Brown will throw it. Punts it out of the air. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Looking for room. It's Powell. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw, it's Morris. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They leave the offense on the field on this fourth and short from the 40. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage.
Time to take a shot. He caught it.
No
He
way.
was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. trying play action. Might be looking to run. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Back to throw, it's Morris. Bringing the heat. Using his legs to buy some time. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Fitted in the window for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Virginia, 7.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew he was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that
turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
He'll toss it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Bulls will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now 2nd
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On the option. The pitch. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tripped up for the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Going for the big play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Powers through. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And he got just enough of that one. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And holding on to a first half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Courtney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get in that.
Looking deep. It's caught at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time.
Bro, I press circle. I press circle, bro. I press circle.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Brown wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Calls his own number.
There's no way he gets off his block like that, bro. Like, be real.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many
There's
guys
no
that can
way.
do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Morris. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left.
I got it!
He took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Snares it outside. It's Harris. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Virginia! And that one will give them the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Dropping back, it's Morris. Looking to scramble. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Running to Green. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the run, it's Norton. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Just going to keep it after the snap. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage with no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Alexis. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Quarterback takes a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Timeout, Virginia.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tighter. Touchdown, USA! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, South Florida.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They're going to run it. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Morris. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snags it down the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Brown will throw it. Skips away from pressure. He's taking a deep shot. Ball